Hey everyone, welcome back and welcome to hashtag Mixed Media March 25, day 30. Yep, day 30. Only one more day left in March and we will be done with March. So this will be my number. And as I've mentioned in my previous videos, I got my numbers from Eddie at Eddie Makes Art on his Ko-fi site. So if you go to his channel, which will be linked down below, and from there you can find his Ko-fi. So for my final page is a double spread. So I am going to be actually working, putting down a gel print covering both pages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this piece of paper here. And then have another one coming over to this edge here. And yeah, that's, I'm going to also have one coming over here. Well, you know what? I better go ahead and have one under here as well. That way my pages underneath will be protected, as I am going to, as you can see, I didn't do anything ahead of time because I wanted to do it all with you guys. So this is going to be my background for this spread. And we are going to be doing some collaging. And I am going to be using some of the scraps of a few of the gel prints that I had used in previous projects. Excuse me. Plus I'm going to be using some of this. And I pulled out a bunch of different labels and different things that I thought I could use to make little collage tags, I guess you could say. And I'm gonna I'm thinking of doing kind of like a tag, and then kind of do a few collage with these labels onto the tags. So we'll see how it goes. But first off, I want to get this down so that way it can be drying while we work on the other stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my glue stick, and I'm going to start at one end and slowly work my way over, so that way it stays real nice and smooth. And then once it's dry and stuff, then when you get ready and stuff, I'll pause you, then I'll trim around, and then we'll come back and then
then I'll go ahead and put the stuff down on top. So let's go ahead and do this. So I'm start on this edge here. And like I said, I'm gonna be doing this in sections. Because the other times that I've done this, I just went ahead and put glue on the whole shebang, and I'm like, you know what? I think it'd probably be best if I just do it in sections, because then that way it'd be a lot easier. And then that way I can kind of try to keep it as smooth as possible. But yeah, I can't believe that. Doesn't seem like this month should already be over. And also by doing this, I can also make sure that it's completely glued down. Especially down in the middle. I'm going to bring in my handy dandy tool here so I can make sure there's no air bubbles or anything. And this is done on wet strength tissue, so I don't have to be too worried about it tearing real easily. And just make sure that I'm not gluing it to the paper underneath. Grab a paper towel to wipe my hand. And do the same thing over here. Okay. Now for the next section, and but yeah, and stuff. So if you just happen to come across this video and you're not sure about what this whole thing is about #media March, Mixed Media March, I will have Ceri Griffiths YouTube channel linked down below. You can go check out his channel. He is the one that is hosting this, and on his channel he has a video that he did that is an introduction video. And actually, if I think about it, I will try and link that video as well in my description box. And
and he explains the whole thing. And but I have joined up with 2 other wonderful creative ladies in doing this, and we have split up the days. And they are Brandy of Brandy Bell Arts and Dawn of For Grace Creations, and their channels are listed down below as well. And so please go check out their channel to see what they have created. And each of us have a playlist of all of not only all of their videos, their own videos, but the rest of us too, because we, like on my playlist, not only does it have my videos, but it has the other 2 ladies' videos as well. And the same thing goes for their playlist. It will have all 3 of our I don't think I'm quite saying it correctly, but it'll have all of the videos that all 3 of us ladies have done for the 31 days. There. In each other's playlists. Okay. So these are the pieces of scraps that I thought I would use for these clusters, tags, whatever. So I thought I would use these 3 big pieces and then incorporate these smaller pieces on these bigger pieces and make like small I'm thinking actually what I could do is make ATCs. An ATC is an artist trading card, and artist trading cards are 2.5 by 3.5. So let me see. I'm gonna have to pull out my bigger cutter. And let's see. So that we can use these as our background on our ATCs. So let me bring back in one of my glue papers, and I'm going to use my glue stick. Make sure that I have it completely covered in glue. Okay, that one off to the side. Pull in another sheet. Okay, so I'm going to put this over, and then I'm going to lay this one down on top. Okay. Okay. There they are. I knew I had my scissors right here. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this off. I'm not going to be trimming this perfectly right now. I'm just kind of cutting some of the excess off, but I'll hang on to these because I might use some of it. Okay, now let's see. Now, do we want to bring in another piece? One of these in, because if you can tell, you can still see some of that paper underneath. I could leave it like that because we're going to be decorating these anyways, but if you want to add in some of the from the other scraps, you can. just to add a little bit more for the background. But you don't have to right now. But let's go ahead, and while that's drying, let's go ahead and cover the other two. And then we can decide on that when we get ready to start to collage on them. So let's see. I'm just trying to kind of see. Here, move that one over. Just trying to see. Yeah, okay. I like down here on the, down here towards the bottom part. Okay. Go ahead and add my glue. Make sure I get my edges. Bring this down because I want to get some of this gold. Flip it back over. Kind of help smooth it out. Go around those edges, make sure that they're good and glued down. Okay. Excuse me. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to slightly go around. Trim around it. Just to get the excess off of it. Check to make sure that, especially the corner pieces, make sure that they're good and glued. Let that one over there to dry. Okay, bring in the next one. And yeah, okay, this one, be bringing it down here. That way I can get the bulk of it. Make sure I've got plenty of glue on my corners and the edge. And I probably sound like a broken record, but I mainly do that for myself. Because sometimes I don't do that. Okay. And lift that up off of there. here. Bit more on it. Nope, up a little bit more. It's one good thing about using glue stick. You have time to adjust. Now up more. Just a tad bit more. Yeah. There we go. Okay. And now do the same thing with this one. Okay. Okay. Okay, this one should be fairly dry. So now I can come in and actually clean up the edges. Oop. Okay. Okay. So there's that one. Okay, so now let's see how we want to collage on this one and decorate it. Okay, some of these that I pulled out will be too big and will be covering up way too much. So I have all manner of sizes of labels to these little bitty ones up to these real big ones. So let's see what we want to do. think I like those. Would be perfect on the others. That one might work. Go and fussy cut this down more, so that way we don't see as much of the white and the lighter color. Now these labels, I've gotten them from all different sources, different Etsy shops and different places, so I have no clue. And in different ephemera packs and different things like that as well. Okay, I'm liking that, but I still think I want something here. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing with this one and bring it down. To this darker color as well. Let me go ahead and bring you guys down a little bit more. There. Okay, let me move those off of here, away from here. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So I like these two just like that. So what I'm going to do is get my art glitter glue and if I can get okay. Heat. Dang it. It's too late now. I should have gotten them a little straighter, but that's okay. Okay. And then put just a little bit of glue right there. Press that down. Okay. I'll just trim these off. I'll hang on to those bits because I might want to use them. Okay. Okay. And actually, I'm going to use my glue stick because I think my glue stick will work here. Oops. Okay. And actually what I can do find a tiny one. I mean a tiny one that would probably look okay there. No, not that color. Put one there, that one there. Let me just trim some of this excess white off.
Come on, take it. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. A little bit more off there and there. And that can go right there. And then I thought maybe on this one we could add a butterfly right there. And that would kind of help disguise the fact that it's not completely straight. Okay, and this can go with our glitter glue. Oops. Runaway label. Ah, keeps trying to run away from me. So that one can go right there. Now this is a sticker. So if I can get it peeled up. So there you go. So there's one. So there's one. Okay, so here's this one. Let me clean up the edges. So that way we know exactly where the edges are at. And I'll go ahead and I'll clean up the other one as well. And then we can go ahead and decorate them. Okay. So. Okay. So now we've got these two. And I think I'll have that one like that. Okay. Okay, I like this one on that, but I want to trim thinking of having that one like right there in that corner. And then I was thinking of bringing in this one. But I don't know about that now. But I don't know. I think I need something more right here. But I don't want to hide that cold though. So if I brought that in and then had these two, and actually I could have it coming off the page, because I don't have to have the whole label on there. It's just anything suggestive. Yeah, I think I like that. And actually, I think I'm going to use my clear gesso to put this down, because then it'll help it to actually kind of dissipate into the background better. So I'm just going to put a little bit here on my brush. I guess I could have put more down. There we go. And that way it'll actually well, why isn't it staying down?
I'm trying to kind of smooth this out. I don't mind if there's a few wrinkles, but I'm wanting it to smooth out so that way it blends in. I want it to blend into the background. Okay, get that put in some water. Okay. I should probably let this dry first before I cut it, but okay. So I'm going to set this one aside for a moment and let that dry a little bit while I work on this one. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this one down. And if you notice, I am moving the object and not my scissors. That is the best way to get the best results, especially when you're cutting a circle. And actually, when you're doing any type of fussy cutting, move your paper, not the scissors. Sorry about that, guys. I had to stretch my leg. There we go. Okay, so I think I want to put this one about right here. But I want it on top of that one, though. And I want it lined up right there. So actually this one can actually come down to there. And then this one, have it go like that. Or we can have it come in like that. But I do know that I want this one overlapping this one that much. So I'm gonna raise it up and add a little bit of glue there, just to kind of tack them, get them tacked together. Okay. Okay, this one got turned just a little bit, but that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind that at all. Okay. Now this one I am going to go ahead and trim off a little bit of this excess white that's on here. And if I was going around everything and inking them, then the ink would have covered all of this up. But since I'm not doing that, and see, and then I want this to overlap right there. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right along this edge and that edge where it touches the other two labels, just to secure them together. Okay, come on, Art. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and glue all three of these together. And
I think I'm going to be doing some editing on this video maybe, because I am going way over, and I do apologize. Okay, so there's that one. And I did want to add butterfly to that one. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and there's going to be some things. I hate to edit things out. So I'm going to pause the video now, finish up this card, cut up, clean up the edge on the page, put everything down, put my number down, sign it, and I'll be back. Okay guys, there we go. Okay, and here is the finished project. There's my number, there's my signature, and there's the layout. So thank you everybody. There might be, I'm not sure how I'm going to edit the video. I might cut out some parts, or I might speed up some parts. So we'll see when I go to edit the video. But thank you for hanging in here with me on my final project for hashtag Mixed Media March 25. Thanks everybody, and don't forget to check out my links in the description box below. Bye!